You want one or two of these. 2 is better. So again, when you come back, ideally 2 of these, or at least 2 small little things that you can punch. 2 is better. If you just have 1, that works. What we're going to try, this is going to be tricky. We're going to work on speed punching. And so if you have 2, works better. I don't know if you have 2, but what we're going to do is you're going to throw them up and then try and punch both with the same hand. So you're going to have to punch really quickly to get both. To make it extra challenging, so if you throw it up with one hand, punch with the other, that's going to be easier. To make it extra hard, throw it up with the same hand that punches both of them. Okay, and we're just going to do this. For now, you can just do your stronger hand, so your right hand. We'll do some with our left. So again, throw them both up, boom, boom, and try and hit both of them. And again, your punches are going to have to be boom, really quick. And if you want to speed up how quickly you pull your hand back. If it goes out, that has to be fast, but pulling it back has to be even faster so you can get the second one. Okay, keep going. Throw both up, same hand, try and hit both of them. Try not to hit both with one punch, try and hit one punch on each. So if they go up and they both come down together, that's okay if you hit them with one, but you want to try and have them come apart a little bit. So you hit with each hand. As long as you touch them, that's good, but if they both go flying, that's even better because it means you actually got a solid shot on both. Ooh, or you miss both completely. Okay, now switch. Other hand, same thing. This hand is probably going to be harder. So you're using if you have a good hand and bad hand, hopefully that was your good hand before. Now you're going to use the bad hand. Ooh. Let's both together. One key to making this work is your body has to be relaxed. If you have too much tension, it'll be too slow. So in between strikes, you have to relax. On your offside, that's going to be probably harder because you're not as used to hitting with this one. Okay, now we're going to switch it up. You're going to throw them up and you're going to try and get one punch on each one. Usually your closer hand, that one's going to be first, and then your other hand is going to hit. If they're coming down like this, you want to punch across. So if they were here, instead of going this one with this hand and then this one with that hand, I would punch across. This one goes to that one, the other one goes to this one, because if I punch like this, I'm practicing punching out across in front of, off to the side of my face. But if I go across, that at least goes in front of my jaw. So punch across to the opposite one. So go ahead, throw it up. Missed. And you can just switch which hand's in front. So maybe walk a couple steps and then just throw them up. So walk randomly and throw them up, and then whichever hand happens to be in front, that one goes first. And again, your hands have to be really fast and you got to be relaxed. So think about how fast you can pull the first one back. That'll help the second one go faster. And then even better, now that we're doing that, try and go 1, 2, and then bring your hands up to fighting stance afterwards. So your hands are up protecting your face, and then go get them. Rather than doing what I call the zombie walk, where you throw it up and you go 1, 2, and then you just shamble after them. Throw them up, 1, 2, hands up, and then go get them. So hands up afterwards. So after you throw the 1, 2 punch, 1, 2, oop, miss completely, back to fighting stance. So hit or miss, back to fighting stance, and then go. Ooh, better with one hand. Okay, do a couple more. And again, remember, punch across. You never want to punch both at the same time. That is only useful in Star Trek. So up, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you punch with both at the same time, essentially both hands are weak and both probably miss. So not very helpful. Okay, one more. Okay, now what we're gonna do is you're gonna throw it up and you're gonna hit either one of them with a front kick. This is a little bit easier than we normally, where you throw one and you have to hit it with a front kick. We're gonna throw 2 and try and hit it with a front kick. So throw it up, boom. And if you hit, oh, that was not good. If it comes back to you, that's bad. It hit my toe. So ideally when you hit it, it goes away from you. And see if you can hit both of them with the same kick, but at least hit one of them. And again, after you hit it, hands come up to fighting stance. And then relax and go get it. And you can do a front snap kick or a cut kick. So you can use your front leg or your back leg, whichever is fastest. Ooh, got both. And again, as soon as you hit it, hands come back up to fighting stance. Yep, there we go, good. Couple more. Yep, good, Luna. Okay, this one for most people is a little bit harder. You're gonna throw it beside you, and you're gonna try and side kick it. It can be in place, it can be a little slide, it can be anywhere between belly height and knee height. As long as you hit it, even head height, I guess, if you can side kick that high. You wanna hit it somewhere with a side kick before it hits the ground. Again, if you hit both, like that was pretty good. If you hit both, that's good, but try and hit at least one of them. And again, throw it up to your side kick. And then do both sides. You can do mostly on your right side if your right side is your best side, but at least do some on your other side. And again, ideally you're hitting it with the bottom of your foot. So it goes that way, or the edge of your foot. Side kick is here, the side of your foot, like your feet are ice skates. And ideally, wherever you hit it, it goes sideways instead of up or down. That means you got a good shot if it goes sailing off. Kind of like a baseball. If you hit a baseball and it goes like that or this, neither of those are very good. You want to hit it like a baseball, but don't swing your leg. It's like you'd stab a baseball. Baseball is maybe not a good analogy, but you want to hit it so it goes that way. And again, do both sides, one side and the other side. Keep going. Okay, do one more per side. All right, now this one is going to be much harder. You're going to throw them in the air. You're going to try and punch one and kick the other. Doesn't matter if it's a front kick or a side kick, depends on where it's going, but throw them up, hit one with either punch, doesn't matter which hand, and then kick however you can. Good luck. Oh, that was a knee, too close. And again, after you hit it, after you hit or miss, go to fighting stance real quick and then go get them. Keep going, throw them both up, kick one, punch the other. There's probably gonna be punch first. Okay, one more. Throw it up, punch one, kick the other. Okay, good. Go ahead and bring these back and you can set them down. I can need it for a little bit. And face me, Jade. Kanye. Okay, 1 minute water break, bathroom break, come back and we'll do some different stuff, a couple different things. Okay, start heading back. All right, we're gonna run through several yellow belt things today. And one of them, the first one's gonna look pretty silly. My master used to say, if it looks silly and it's difficult and effective, then that's those best sort of techniques. So we're gonna do defenses against tackles with an invisible partner. And most of you guys who are in class have done defense against tackle before, so you at least kind of know what we're doing. The first one is someone's coming in to tackle. I'm gonna try and hop my legs back and push my arms down. One way to think about it is like a matador, so the bull is charging, whip out of the way so they can go past. Or like dogs running. If you've seen sometimes dogs, they run like this. Whatever helps you remember, but I'm gonna shoot my legs back and slightly to the side and try and get my arms down on their shoulders or neck. So it'll look like this. I'll just be standing here and then I'll have someone, imaginary person, come and tackle me, hop back, paddle down. And then here they come, hop back, arms go down. Then just do that 4 or 5 times. And you wanna make sure you're going backwards and slightly to the side is good too. So they just come up, try to tackle, boom. Or they're trying to run in and usually trying to grab your legs, trying to get your legs away before they grab them. Okay, good. Now, if they get a leg, we're gonna get T-Rex. So I'm gonna jam my elbow down. This is like an elbow strike jamming down between their head and your body to pry their head off of your body. And remember, you wanna have it like the shield. If they can bite you on the arm, that's okay. But if you have it up or like this, then they can bite your body. So they come at you, you try and sprawl, boom, but they got one of your legs, you end up here. This one's on their head, this one's on their back. We'll do something more with this one later. And you're here in T-Rex, so you can check. Stomp around a little bit so you feel like a T-Rex. Okay, so again, they go to tackle you. Maybe they come and their head is on this side. Whichever side their head is on, that's the arm you're gonna drop. If their head is in the center, you can do either. But generally, they're gonna put their head on one side or the other as they come in to get you. And whichever side that is, elbow comes down. If you know dropping elbow strike, this is an elbow coming down on the side of their head. And if you do this fast on an actual person, I've done this before and I get a headache when getting elbowed in the head a bunch of times. So they come in, they put their head on, they have one of your legs, jump back, boom. Okay, and then they come to tackle you again. Maybe their head is on this side. So it's the same motion we did before, except now they have one of your legs, so only one of your legs goes back. Now your arms are here instead of all the way through. Do it a couple more times. Okay, now we're gonna do that same motion, but let the dog out. We're gonna do that same motion, but we're gonna grab whichever one's on their head, that one stays, the other one grabs onto their imaginary belt, and flip them upside down. So their rear end goes this way, head goes that way, like you're trying to make them do a somersault. But basically, you want to put their head down and pull their body towards their head. You can think of this as throwing them past or smearing them on the ground. So get your T-Rex, whichever hand, just pick one as your back hand, boom, and shove them past. T-Rex, shove them past. T-Rex, shove them past. T-Rex, shove them past. A couple more. T-Rex, shove them past. T-Rex, shove them past. Okay, now we're gonna do head grab or guillotine, if you know guillotine choke. And this is either you got the T-Rex or they're too close and you couldn't get it and you just grab onto their head. So they come in, we'll do the T-Rex version. T-Rex, and the arm on their head, it bounces, boom, boom. Go around, grab onto their head, grab onto your arm. And then we got them. So again, T-Rex, the one that's on their head, goes around their head, boom, in a big circle, grab onto their head, grab onto your own arm. And again, T-Rex, grab their head. And once you get it, you can speed it up. T-Rex, grab their head, grab your arm. T-Rex, grab their head, grab your arm. T-Rex, head, arm. T-Rex, head, arm. Okay, now maybe you can't get their head, but you don't want to go down. If they have both your legs, they can take you down. Even if they have one leg, it's pretty easy for them to take you down. If they know what they're doing, just turn their body and maybe fall. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go T-Rex, and I'm just gonna grab a big hug. And in your imagination, this is gonna go across like this, like a seatbelt. So it goes over one shoulder under their arm, so it goes around here. T-Rex, hug. And then you just lay on them, all of your body weight hangs on their back, and lay on their back. So if you go on the ground, then you're just gonna be laying on their back. So again, T-Rex, hug. Then you can just hang out there. And again, T-Rex, hug. T-Rex, hug. T-Rex, hug. That's how T-Rexes give hugs. Okay, now, last two, I get the T-Rex and I go to dump them. I'm rewinding. I dump them, but when I throw them down, they still have my leg. So they're on the ground, now they've got my leg. So this one that's on their head, lean on that elbow, and then straighten your leg back. So now you're leaning on this elbow, and then walk around. You're on their back, grab under your arm. That'll be going around their head. Let's do it again. So we're standing here. Here they come, they go to tackle. T-Rex, try and dump them on the ground. Oh no, they've got your leg. So the arm that was on their head, put that one on the ground, you're on your elbow, straighten your leg out, like we're gonna do weird elbow push-ups or some weird workout here. And then I've got their head down, I'm gonna walk around them a little bit, go under, grab on your own arm. So you're grabbing under their head. Okay, let's do it one more time. T-Rex, dump them on the ground, but they got your leg, whichever leg they have, elbow on their head is on the ground, pull your leg free, waddle around them, slide under, grab under your own arm. Okay, last, really bad, they come in, they get both legs. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my arm and I'm gonna swim. So do the swimming motion. Here's the waves, up, down. Okay, so when they grab my legs, I'm gonna go under their arm. So it would be going like this, under their arm, and then come up, and you're grabbing onto their shirt or putting it on their back. Under, over, grab. And once I've got that, I'm gonna pop my elbow up and take a big step back with that leg. What they're doing is they're coming in, getting this twin leg takedown or a tackle, and you're going under one of their arms, swimming around, going around, grabbing onto their back, and then using that to pop their arm free to make it harder for them to tackle you. And then you're taking one of the legs away, then we're in T-Rex and you can do one of those other ones. So again, here, practice that arm again. And then they come in, they got both your legs, swim under, right next to your body, swim up, grab, pop. Looks like we're dancing. You can do the other side too. Swim under, whichever leg they've got, whichever arm you're popping free, that's the leg you're popping free because they're not holding onto it anymore. So again, our dance move, you've got your fish swimming, go right next to your body, scoop their arm off, grab onto their back, pop, swim, pop. Okay, so there you go. There's tackles. Let's review. We'll do take it Ilzhong at the end, but let's do a couple forward rolls. Forward rolls are really tricky to teach. I try and teach it a little different way every time. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the somersault version. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna be in frog position. Elbows are inside my knees. Now, I'm gonna take one of my hands, put it on top of the other hand. Now, that same hand that's on top is gonna turn and reach back like I'm trying to grab the ground behind my body. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go forward till I'm on my knees, and then my shoulder is here. This one is still between my feet. And once I've got that, I'm gonna use both feet to push up and over. Okay, so let's do that again. Even if you know how to do it, just try it this way. So again, I'm in my crab, or my, not crab, my frog position. Take one hand, put it on top of the other hand. Then that same one that's on top, reach back behind your legs, playing the ground behind your legs. Put your knees on the ground, put your shoulder on the ground, still reaching back behind, and then you both your feet, and you can use this arm to balance. Both feet push over. Okay, do it a couple times. If you have that, you can do it on your own. If not, I'll do it again. So I'm here, I put one hand on top of the other hand. That same one reaches back behind me, plays the drum, back behind me. Put my knees on the ground. Whichever one is behind me, that shoulder's on the ground. This one's out to help balance. Then I use both feet to push straight up and over and roll. Okay, so try it one more time on your own. Hands on the ground. One goes on top of the other hand, then reaches back underneath you. Put your knees on the ground, put your shoulder on the ground, and then use both feet to push straight up and over, like you're trying to kick the ceiling on the way over. Iris, try it one more time. So, frog, hand on, hand between, knees on the ground, shoulder on the ground, still playing the drum between your feet. Kick up and over. Okay. Backwards roll. Again, I teach this one a couple different ways. We're gonna try the two-leg version. There's the one-legged version and there's a two-legged version. I actually do the one-legged version. We're gonna try the two. So two-legged version is you're gonna try and kick both feet back, and we're just gonna do this rocking motion. So just rock back and go until your head hits the ground. Don't hit hard, but just do this motion a few times. Then what we're gonna do, your head is like a kickstand on a bike. All we're gonna do at the last second is take the kickstand away by pulling it off to one side or the other. So I kick back, pull the kickstand out of the way, and that's gonna make me roll over backwards. Make sure your head goes all the way over. If you do it right, your motion should carry over on its own. If you do it wrong, the back of your head is gonna hit the ground and you can give yourself a pretty bad headache. So again, kick both feet backwards, rock, and right before your head hits the ground, tuck it hard to the side, as far out of the way as you can get it. Otherwise, I don't know if you ever tried to use the kickstand on a bike as a brake. I don't recommend ever doing it. I did it once and wiped out pretty hard. So that's the same thing. If your head is in the way, that's like stopping your bike with a kickstand, and bad news. Best case scenario, your kickstand breaks off. Worst case scenario, well, actually best case scenario, it's one of the ones that when you hit it, it goes back up. But if it goes the other way, it can wipe you out. Okay, one more time. So kicking both feet back at the last second. And if you're having a hard time, just do the rocking motion a few more times. And then at the last second, surprise yourself by when you kick over, tuck your head and kick a little further and rock over backwards. Okay, one more. Kick your legs over. At the last second, pull your head, glue your ear to your shoulder, right when you're kicking it especially hard, and then come back up. Okay, cool. We just have 1 minute. We're gonna go through Taigi Iljong 2 times. This is the black stripe. We're gonna do it twice. We're gonna do it once, nice and slow. Then we're gonna do once as a speed form. We're gonna see if you can get it done as fast as I can. I think we can get it done in about 10 seconds. So Chumbi, Taigi Iljong. First thing you do, turn to the side, protect your leg. Then take your back foot, make it your front foot, walk forward and punch. Walk backwards, that arm falls down, protects your leg. Walk forward, punch. Now take your front foot, giant slide to the front, protect it, and punch. Other hand comes up to your ear, step up, turn in place, the one in your ear swings across, knocks the other one down. Take your back foot, make it your front foot, walk forward. This one's still busy, so other hand punches. Walk backwards, turn in place, that arm that's out turns to a block. Now walk forward, back foot becomes your front foot, other hand punches. Now look down at your front foot, slide that one towards the front, giant step, protect your leg, and punch. Keep this one out, step up like we're done, but nope, turn this way where the arm is out, pick it up, protect your head. Now your back foot, start to walk forward, but instead kick them, and when you land, that same side of the kick punches. Walk away, when you turn that one floats up, protects your head, and same thing, start to walk forward, nope, it's a kick. Same side punches. Now you've got a string tied from your hand to your foot. Pick up the string, swing it back towards where you started, put it down, giant step. Going that way, away from me. Giant step and punch, pop. And then paro. Open, turn in place, step backwards. Okay, now we're gonna do it. We're gonna try to do the whole form in 10 seconds. Iris, you ready? We'll see if we can do the whole thing in 10 seconds. It's gonna be hard, good luck. Junbi, Taigi Iljong. Ready? Sicha, down block, step punch, down block, step punch, giant step, block punch, step up, reverse block, reverse punch, reverse block, reverse punch, giant step, block punch, high block, kick punch, high block, kick punch, string, block, step punch, hop, paro. Kanye. Okay, that's pretty good. I got it in 10 seconds. And with that, we are out of time. So everybody facing me, Chiriat, Kanye.